After 10 witnesses and 38 days of testimony, Jodi Arias' defense team has rested its case. Only time will tell if her attorneys were able to convince the jury to save the accused murderer from death row. Our Mike Watkins once again live outside the courthouse with details of today's proceedings.
Yeah, Patty, definitely a milestone in this marathon trial today. The defense has completed its case. The state's rebuttal now underway, and prosecutor Juan Martinez using the opportunity to try to knock down and rebut just about everything presented by Jodi Arias' expert witnesses.
Now, Mr. Nermi.
Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, the defense rests.
Jodi Arias' defense team rested its case this morning, and prosecutor Juan Martinez immediately launching into his rebuttal.
May I have your name, please?
Janine Demarte.
Calling clinical psychologist Dr. Janine Demarte to the stand, and Demarte immediately launching into an attack on defense experts Dr. Richard Samuels and Alice LaViolette. First criticizing the pair for giving Jodi Arias books and magazines, insinuating that they both became too friendly to be objective evaluators.
It would certainly give the impression that that person feels bad for them or has a relationship outside of that independent evaluator. It's odd. I don't know of people who go in and apologize. It doesn't make sense to me.
Prosecutor Martinez also asking Demarte about the various stories told by Jodi Arias.
In terms of the opinion in this case, is it worth anything?
No, other than it's other evidence that Ms. Arias decided to lie on a test.
Objection, Judge. May we approach? May we approach?
Amid frequent objections by defense attorney Jennifer Wilmot, Demarte then telling jurors of her evaluation of Jodi Arias, who Demarte said had a very high IQ and lots of, quote, signs of psychopathology.
People with this personality profile tend to experience a lot of aggressiveness, hostility, defensiveness. But interestingly, these individuals do a relatively good job on a day-to-day basis of not displaying it to people.
Yeah, they just wrapped up. We're going to have more of Dr. Demarte's testimony coming up at 6 o'clock, including her diagnosis of Jodi Arias as a borderline personality disorder. That again coming up at 6. We'll throw it back to you.
A big development in the Jodi Arias murder trial now. The defense rested its case this morning. Can you believe this trial started way back on the 2nd of January? The prosecution rested after just 2 weeks. Then Arias took the stand in early February, and since then it's been a slog. Week after week, tabloid headline after tabloid headline. Mike Watkins has been following it all from the beginning. He joins us now. Mike, what happens now?
Well, Phils, we can tell you the marathon murder trial of Jodi Arias does in fact march on. As you said, the defense resting its case this morning, setting the stage for the state's rebuttal.
Do you agree or disagree with Dr. Samuels as to the post-traumatic stress disorder?
She does not have post-traumatic stress disorder.
How about
clinical psychologist Dr. Janine Demarte called as prosecutor Juan Martinez's first rebuttal witness today, and Demarte then proceeding to rebut just about everything presented by Jodi Arias' two defense experts. Dr. Richard Samuels, who said that Jodi Arias suffered PTSD and amnesia following the killing of lover Travis Alexander, and domestic violence expert Alice LaViolette, who said Arias was a battered woman.
My opinion is that there did not appear to be significant abuse in the relationship.
Amid frequent objections from defense attorney Jennifer Wilmot, Janine Demarte criticizing Alice LaViolette's and Dr. Richard Samuels' methods and findings, insinuating that both had gotten too close to Jodi Arias and lost their objectivity.
You shouldn't feel that compassion. You should go in there as an independent.
And again, why wouldn't you feel this compassion toward this individual?
It would just bias your results.
Demarte also telling jurors about her own evaluation of Jodi Arias, who Demarte said she found to have a very high IQ, but also evidence of psychopathology and a borderline personality disorder.
But generally, it's about instability. There's unstable interpersonal relationships, unstable emotions, and an unstable sense of identity, meaning who am I as a person? There's this constant fluctuation. There's a lot of manipulation that's involved with people who have borderline personality disorder, and a large sense of immaturity.
Yeah, Prosecutor Martinez wrapping up his direct examination of Dr. Demarte late this afternoon. She's now being cross-examined by Defense Attorney Jennifer Wilmot. They're back at it tomorrow morning. We will be as well. Patty, throw it back to you.